Welcome, everyone.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Darren.
I didn't even do that on purpose. I don't know. I was looking at you. And
I think that was like the second episode where I said we did the opposites, but yeah.
Maybe with Ann we did that. I don't remember.
I think that was with Ann.
I'm Darren.
I'm Mike, and we are
the Froze Bros.
It's a bro-pisode today. I'm initiating bro-pisode.
Bro-pisode.
It's just the two bros.
Just the two of us.
So that's what you get this week. No guests, but it's all good. We have a great topic.
Yeah, something we've been wanting to try for a while.
I've been excited about this for a while, but yeah, the pumpkin spice ice month got in the way, but it's finally here. I think we can say it. It's the Pizza Cupcakes.
The Pizza Cupcakes. The Pizza Cupcake is actually the name.
Yeah, the exact name.
Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit more later.
But first, we'll start like we start every week with what we've been eating.
Yeah. I take pictures of what I've made.
That's a good call
to talk about it. We've talked about Red's burritos before.
Love a Red's, good brand.
Yeah, I got one of his breakfast burritos, which I don't usually do.
Yeah.
I was drawn by the uncured Canadian bacon.
Yeah, you don't want it cured.
It is an uncured Canadian bacon burrito. I don't have the back of the package in front of me here, but there are directions, and I've seen it on his social media, recommending air frying. I did that. It's a long air fry. You've mentioned this too.
Yeah,
before, I think.
I think those were also Reds. They were pretty small. How big was this burrito?
Like that.
It was a little chubber. This looks like it's maybe 3 inches in diameter.
Oh, I think he's making Red's minis.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, they take a while in the air fryer.
18 minutes, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I didn't love it in the air fryer. It makes it a real hard shell.
Yeah, that was my experience as well, which I didn't hate, but it's also, when you think about a burrito, that's not what you're thinking about.
No, it's the opposite problem of just microwaving it.
Sure.
You get a wet, not at all crisp burrito.
Wet foods, we've talked about it.
Yeah. Wetty, the Froze Bros mascot.
Maybe.
Frozy.
We'll bring that up at the
Frozy.
end, maybe. Yeah. Wetty can't be wet. It's frozen.
It's got to be frozen.
But yeah. So how was the flavor though?
Otherwise, good. Yeah. I like the Canadian bacon. Not a huge fan of scrambled eggs in a burrito.
Okay.
At all.
So you don't like breakfast burritos?
I thought there was going to be more bacon.
Gotcha. You wanted just tortilla with bacon rolled up.
I did. I wanted bacon. I wanted lots of bacon. It was a fine breakfast burrito.
I think I've had their breakfast sandwiches before, which I actually didn't really like. I do generally like red stuff, but maybe they're just a miss on the breakfast. But I'll have to try the breakfast burrito.
I like the other stuff. I like their burritos usually.
And do they give them microwave and air fryer directions?
Yes.
But no combo direction?
I don't think so.
That's what I'm going to play around with next time I get a red. So I'm going to do like maybe, I don't know whatever, half time in the microwave and then a little cook in the air fryer.
If you do it most of the way in the microwave, I bet just 2 or 3 minutes in the air fryer would be enough.
You get your air fryer heated up.
Again, I've said this before. Just Google it. Someone else has tried this already.
Yeah. There's just so much content out there. Yeah, my weekly frozen food news is also a breakfast item. At BJ's, they had I'll have to look it up. It's like Sambazon. It must be Sambazon brand acai bowl. Which, it's a bowl of frozen juice. And I know, so they have 2 options. I didn't try microwaving it, but you either leave it on the counter for 15 minutes or microwave it for like 10 seconds. And it's a packet, a bowl full of juice, and then a little cup full of, desiccated coconut flakes. So you can dump those in there too. I thought this was all right. I mean, if you're an acai bowl, if you're like jonesing for one and you need one, you can't go out to a juice bowl place or you don't have one nearby, maybe it's going to scratch the itch. I kind of regret getting a 6-pack of these at BJ's, but now I'm committed. I will eat them all, but I don't see myself going back again. It's a little too sweet. It's a little too juicy. I want it to be, have you ever been to a juice bowl place?
I don't think I have.
It's basically a smoothie, but it's in a bowl, and then they'll put some toppings on it. So you'll get your chia seeds or some pieces of banana and stuff like that. And that's like a pretty pleasant experience because it's, the exact right texture. And then you have some stuff on it that's fresh. But this was like,
does Vitality Bowls do that?
Probably, yeah. They must. Yeah, this juice bowl was like a trend for a while. I don't know if it may have died down by now. Now that BJ's has it. But yeah, not going back again for that, which is unfortunate.
I saw some Budweiser beer battered shrimp in the freezer at Star Market, I think.
Now we're talking.
Actually put out by a company called CPAC.
Okay.
SEAPAK, not the Conservative Political Action Committee. I don't think. This looks like officially licensed Budweiser beer battered shrimp. We could get that, have it with a bud.
Yeah, buds with buds.
Uh-huh.
I think that's a great idea. I like the idea of a beer battered anything really, but shrimp especially.
Yeah, all right. We'll try that sometime.
All right, put it on the list. Max, put that on the list.
I got other food news, actually. I didn't even tell you about.
Yeah.
Probably anyone who's listens has picked up that I am not much of a cook. That pumpkin pie might have been a fluke. That it turned out
pumpkin pie was good. You did so good. I gave it a 5. You're a chef in my eyes.
I made a recipe I read in the New York Times last week. A chicken, or I actually bought the chicken.
He's done it, folks.
I bought the chicken raw.
Nice.
It was called a smothered chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take much work, but it takes a lot of time. I think it took me even longer than it says it should.
It always does. That's just the way it works.
Yeah, but it's just basically putting some stuff together in a skillet. Recommends a cast iron skillet, which I have, actually.
You have a cast iron?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's one of the things that you cook it with stuff on top of it to press it down. And
okay. Yeah, and then there's a little juice in there to kind of simmer it. Nice.
And then I made the gravy from the juice.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I think you've got the know-how to be a chef. You just need to actually want to do it.
I've never taken the time to try.
Yeah, exactly.
I have some time now.
Perfect. Yeah, the New York Times has a lot of good recipes.
Yeah, I had a New York Times subscription and was going to cancel it just to cut on some expenses. And they offered me
the moon.
I get everything, the food, the magazine, access
full
to
games app.
You
get all the games.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Games archive,
nice.
All news for about $3 a month until it goes up, and then
you'll do it again.
Then I'll call and cancel again.
Yeah. That's just how things work these days. You always have to cancel everything once in a while. It's important.
I've been feeling bad about our last episode too, actually.
Oh yeah.
We had anyone who's listened to that already.
Let's hear it.
We did the boba kit from Trader Joe's.
Yeah. Not boba tea.
Not boba tea, the boba kit, the sickeningly sweet boba drink. I knew as soon as Jody picked that up that I wasn't going to like it.
Yeah.
It may be something I should have abstained from or something.
Sure. Or we could have pivoted. But
yeah, I don't change my rating of it.
Yeah.
I hated it. But yeah, especially after we had the pumpkin spice Dunkin' Donuts drinks.
Yeah. So you were, this was sweet.
Which I already did
on top of a sweet drink.
Yeah. And then this was even sweeter.
At least it didn't have caffeine. Although you got the decaf. But yeah.
And we were both kicking ourselves for not making Boba Fett jokes too.
Yeah.
It was huge Boba regret there.
The Boba regret. That's good. Yeah. I didn't come up with any Boba Fett jokes, but I thought that the idea of Bubble Fett as a character, because Boba is like bubble, but yeah. So Bubble Fett, he's got like little bubble guns. That's fun.
Bubble guns, yeah.
Yeah.
Solo shot first. It wasn't that character though. It's not who he shot.
Yeah.
Anyway, I felt bad about it. No real regrets to go back and change my rating or anything.
But no hate to the Boba-loving crew.
I probably would give Boba another shot again with something that's not as sweet, maybe a fruit with not as much sugar in it.
Yeah. The Boba places have a lot of options, so I bet we could find something. Maybe that could be a follow-up episode take Darren to the boba tea shop, find the boba that's right for him.
There's one in Watertown, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's close or not, but there's definitely one not too far away.
There's a tea shop over at Arsenal Yards.
Yeah. I think that's a real tea shop, but I haven't been inside.
I thought this is what they had.
I have a little follow-up on that too. There was one extra boba kit. My girlfriend had it, and she added tea to it and used regular milk. I think we have whole milk at home. And yeah, she liked it. She was pretty cool with it. Yeah.
Maybe adding the tea cut the sweetness too.
Yeah, I bet. I think adding the tea probably makes it a significant amount better. So that's a tip. Try it with tea. It is supposed to be with tea to start with. Trader Joe's don't really know what you're doing with that one.
Yeah, something else you said that in that episode too inspired me. We've got to have some gummy soaked or vodka soaked gummies.
Yeah. But if we freeze them, they're just going to be impossible to eat.
Well, I don't think they'll freeze.
You don't think they'll freeze like totally solid?
They'll freeze.
If they have vodka in them,
they'll get chewier probably hard.
Actually, that might be pretty fun. Well, because the vodka is not going to let them like totally freeze.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put that on the list.
I'll get some vodka. Yeah, I've been wanting.
Neither of us usually have vodka around.
Wanting to make martinis. Yeah, we don't have vodka around. We drink gin and
mostly gin,
whiskey, and
gin and whiskey. Those are the main culprits. But yeah, that's our follow-ups and our news for the week. But yeah, today we're talking the Pizza Cupcake.
The Pizza Cupcake. These cupcakes have a story.
This is a famous cupcake. I mean, I assume they're famous because they were on Shark Tank. I mean, is that the story you're referring to? Are you talking about Ma and Pa in Brooklyn?
Well, it's all part of the story. You go on their website; they have a timeline of their story.
Yeah, apparently these came from Brooklyn, but
yes, the company's in Brooklyn.
If they were just serving these like out of their apartment, fresh made, I bet they were really, really good. Back in the day. Not to give away my score at all, but I'm just saying, like, if this was like a true local institution, they were just slinging these up in 2018, I bet those are awesome.
Yeah, they say they were crafted in Brooklyn in 2018. They're distributed by addresses in Manhattan, but that must be just their plant or headquarters or something.
Their gigantic freezer.
Yeah. I saw these in Whole Foods.
Gotcha. And I think it came up. So I had gone. So there's a place in Boston in Dedham actually called Boston Pizza Cupcake, and I feel like these came up after that. Had you heard of Pizza Cupcakes before that?
I only heard about it from you. I don't remember if we talked about it on the pod at all, or if you.
I don't think so.
I don't think we did. I think you just told me about it, and you had sent me a picture of the Pizza Cupcakes. Occasionally, we just send each other pictures of food that we're eating.
Yeah. It's just, it's an important bond. But yeah, I hadn't seen it before. My girlfriend and I went down to go to the mall over there, and we saw Boston Pizza Cupcakes, and we're like, well, that's fun. Got to try it. It's a great novelty item. And then Darren found these at, where is it? Whole Foods.
At Whole Foods.
And we're like, okay, let's do it for the show. And that was like 2 months ago.
It was. They've been around a long time because we've been doing this only about 2 months. And first month we gave our guests the choice of what they wanted to have.
Mm-hmm.
Second month, the spice that need not be spoken of.
We'll never have it again.
And now we've finally got a chance to have these. Fortunately, they're good for about 1.5 years in the freezer.
Oh yeah, is that what it says on the box?
It's a 2025 Best By date.
Wow.
Here.
I want to get a chest freezer. My girlfriend's she doesn't seem to love the idea, but I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Could order a lot of Nicolas.
Yeah, exactly. Our old friend Nicola.
Nicola.
We love you, Nicola.
Get a bunch of meat.
Nicola, hit us up, the frosebrospod@gmail.com.
I don't know why I'm just thinking of this, but Sarah, if you are listening, we need a picture of those scallion pancakes so we can go find them in the Asian market.
Scallion pancakes? What was it?
She told us about scallion pancakes.
Oh, gotcha.
She didn't know the name of them because there were no English words on the package.
Sarah, hit us up. So yeah, we've had these pizza cupcakes on the brain for a while. My guess is that this brand was on Shark Tank. Like it says on the box, they started in 2018. My guess is that the Boston place probably is an imitator. I'll have to look that up, but yeah, 2018, obviously before 2020. My guess is, it was probably the tough times in 2020, and then Boston Pizza Cupcakes was like, all right, well, we'll just take this mantle and run with it in the Boston area.
Yeah, you'll have to check when the Dedham place opened. I am looking on the Pizza Cupcake website. It was not until January 2021 that they were on
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. But they had already gotten a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Go through their timeline here.
Okay.
September 2015, pizza date. Oh, this really has nothing to do with the cupcakes. Who asks their future wife on a pizza first date?
Okay. Well, that's an important part of the story.
Did you have pizza on your first date?
Me?
Yeah.
Our first date with me and my girlfriend was actually at Notch Brewing. So that was a good spot.
Okay.
We didn't get the pizza there, though. There's pizza in that area.
Yeah.
For those of you not from the area, but
I always forget about that pizza, but it is pretty good. My wife and I didn't have a first date.
Oh, okay.
7th period English. We went to high school together.
You knew each other.
Did not date, hung out with friends. So it's very hard to say when that line was crossed and it was actually a date. All right. So, okay.
All right. I'm trying to look up the Boston Pizza Cupcake thing too. I want to be able to say when this place started. It looks like it's pretty new. It didn't show up in the news until relatively recently. It might have even started in 2024 is what it looks like.
So that would definitely
this is
be after
a true imitator. Yeah.
2018, they were making these for friends and family, local customers in Brooklyn. April 2019, the executive chef at Citi Field offers the Pizza Cupcake a stadium concession opportunity. If you know Citi Field, you know that they were at Mets games. That's unfortunate. I'll open up about the fact that we are watching the World Series. We're watching the fifth game.
Fifth game. It's a elimination game. The Yankees could be eliminated this time. The Dodgers won the first 3, so they're in a tight spot, but they're at home, so this is the time to come back.
Team. The Yankees have not been playing like they did all season, so we'll see what happens. All right, back to the Pizza Cupcake.
Chisholm Jr. just hit a home run.
Nice.
I was just talking shit about him before the podcast. Anyway, Pizza Cupcakes.
May 2019, they had a market at the World Trade Center. July 2019, they were... What is Moments with Mimi?
I don't know.
Chef Andrea teaches Mariah Carey how to make pizza on Moments with Mimi.
All right.
I
never heard of.
Claim that I've
never heard of it.
I don't know if it's a TV show or I don't think she just has a YouTube channel or anything, right? She wouldn't do that. Too old.
I found an article. I was looking for Boston Pizza Cupcakes. There is a place in Newton Four Corners, the Four Corners Pizza, that was doing pizza cupcakes back in 2021. But I think the Pizza Cupcake still, predates that. Or actually, no, this article is from 2022. But yeah, it was kind of around. They may have originated it, and then this idea has been percolating throughout the world for a little while.
And 2020, which changed many things, they start shipping. So their pop-up locations, their spaces in New York City, Manhattan, where everyone worked, their baseball games, none of that's happening. So they start shipping.
Nice.
Then they get into stores. January 2021, they're on Shark Tank. Probably expand the business, start getting into retail and getting into grocery stores.
Yeah.
Because that is what came next by the end of that year.
So you need a real factory at that point. If you want to be in Whole Foods, you got to have a factory. They probably need to hire the food scientist to put all the whatever is in the ingredients. We were going through the ingredients list. We might not read the whole ingredients list today, but there was a lot of things. My guess is they're trying to go for a very specific dough texture. It says on the box, the secret dough you'll love. And maybe we can talk about the box next. But yeah, it doesn't have a pizza dough and it doesn't have a cupcakey dough. It does kind of have a unique texture.
Yeah, it would be weird with a cupcake dough. And it isn't, it's not exactly a pizza dough. It's lighter.
Yeah.
Their website has lists of the stores they are at. Also, a lot of stores. Some of these I don't recognize as they're probably not New England Northeast stores, but Whole Foods is on there. Harris Teeter. That's a Southern thing, right? And Kroger.
Yeah, I'm not sure where. I think you're right.
Giants, another part of the country, but Walmart's on there. Stu Leonard's, that's a Connecticut, New York thing. Wegmans, Northeast. Acme, we know Acme. You can get these there too.
Yeah.
Your anvils and your dynamite.
Yeah, that's where I bought my rakes that I just scatter around sidewalks for people to step on. So yeah, the pizza cupcake. Let's get into the meat of it. Let's talk
the meat.
Let's talk the box. And this is the pizza cupcake. This is what we had is the margarita pizza cupcake.
Yeah. It says margarita. There was no basil in there to speak of. Maybe a little bit of dried basil in the sauce.
I think in the U.S., in different regions, there's a lot of different interpretations of what margarita is. I think it usually includes fresh mozzarella.
That's what I thought.
I've had some places where it's basically just regular dried mozzarella, but yeah. So I've definitely had. In fact, there's a place that I like nearby where their margarita pizza is basically just a regular pizza, but it's completely covered on top in melted fresh mozzarella, which is an interesting experience.
Yeah.
It's very rich, but that's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I guess I can shout them out. D&D's Pizza. They also do my favorite buffalo chicken calzone in the area. So if you're in Boston, you can check them out.
I think if in New York or New Haven, you say you have margarita pizza, maybe New Jersey too. So we're talking that tri-state area. There better be some basil on it.
Yeah, it should be
real
just
basil.
Yeah, maybe spots isn't the best descriptor, but yeah, of fresh mozzarella, and it better be scattered with some fresh basil.
Yeah, I see how this is their margarita version. I don't know if another one. I don't know if they have a second.
Another flavor?
This is probably just the original.
It must be.
Cupcake.
But yeah, it does have some fresh mozzarella. It's got a little dollop of sauce, at least on the box.
More sauce would be good.
But wait, let's tackle the package. Let's get it out of the way. The package, it's half red, half white.
It's the Polish flag of boxes.
Yeah.
That's a white on the top, red on the bottom, I think. Polish flag.
Sounds right. And then there's a picture of one of the pizza cupcakes, and it says the pizza cupcake.
Yeah, they've got a little mascot of a pizza cupcake with a smiley face too.
Yeah, a little cutesy pizza cupcake. That's nice. I like the little, you put a smiley face on anything. That's a good time.
It's a simple box. What I noticed though when I looked at this, most things you see a brand name and then a product name.
Mm-hmm.
I think the pizza cupcake is just both.
It's both
in this case.
Yeah. Yeah, they are the pizza cupcake, which I guess is good. A smart move by them. They're really defining. They're trying to take the whole market.
So if I just search pizza cupcakes,
I bet there's a lot of pizza places that have them now. Or maybe it's already petered out. It's just the one pizza cupcake place.
Well, this company comes up first. There's a recipe to make them yourself.
Sounds reasonable.
Then the social media for the pizza cupcake comes up, and then we get Boston pizza cupcakes.
All right. Fourth on the list, not too shabby, the Boston pizza cupcakes. It's just Boston pizza cupcakes, I believe.
Yeah, it's a pretty good box. They have
It's a modern design. I think this kind of clean design is what a lot of people go for these days, and I think this serves its purpose. One thing that I do like is the pizza. The actual picture of the cupcake has the sauce kind of dolloped on top and the mozzarella on the bottom, and the colors are opposite of the box. So the red part is sauce is extending into the white part of the box, and the white cheese is extending into the red part of the box. And I think it's a nice little subtle symmetry there.
And it says real mozzarella on there.
Yeah. Which,
and they've got as seen on Shark Tank right on the front of the box also.
I like that. People love Shark Tank. People, they want to know that they're eating a Shark Tank product.
I have a product for Shark Tank, maybe.
Oh yeah? Let's hear it.
Yeah, I was thinking today, I'm not making this yet, so it's never going to, and I don't have the capability to, but I was riding a bike, a city bike, a blue bike, we call them here in the Boston area.
Yeah.
Toward Harvard Square. These are one of those bikes you just rent for a few minutes to get from place A to B, wherever you're going. People usually ride these without helmets because,
frequently, yeah.
There needs to be some sort of cabinet near these bikes where you can get a helmet and then you put it back in and it disinfects the helmet and another person can come along and get it.
Sure.
Or there's some covering that goes on your head before the helmet or something, because nobody wants to bring their own helmet and then have to walk around with it.
Yeah, you're just going to carry a helmet around all day?
If you're going out for the night and you're getting on a bike to go somewhere and then you're going to Uber back or cab back or whatever, you don't want a helmet with you all night.
Yeah, it's true. That is the main issue with that.
But it is getting a little dangerous to be out there without a helmet.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a lot of accidents, and so I 100% agree. Massachusetts, you can hire me as your engineer to install these, develop and install it. Yeah. We can take care of this for you. We can Froze Bros brand them. Maybe we'll freeze them to disinfect. I was thinking you probably do a UV disinfection, but that would also probably degrade the helmet. So there's some technical hurdles to overcome. But I like this idea.
Yeah, maybe it's as simple as a liner and that gets changed in the helmet or something.
Yeah.
But that should exist.
Or you can bring your own. I mean, if the helmet's already there, you can have your own liner and because that doesn't take up a lot of space.
Yeah, just
and
like
then
a
we
shower
can
cap.
sell. Yeah, basically. Yeah. All right, this is a good idea. I like this, Darren.
All right, so somebody who can actually make us manufacture these, help us to manufacture these, needs to reach out to us.
Yeah, Senator of Watertown, hit us up.
Senator of Watertown,
the senator,
state senator.
I'm calling out the state senator.
I should know who this is.
Yeah, I forgot who it is too. That's okay.
I'll come up with it. I will just shout it out.
Okay.
I know
Please do.
Tall guy.
Yeah, Mr. Tall. Love him. We love him. Over here. Fix Mount Auburn Street.
I think that's a city street, so
he's not allowed?
I don't know.
All right. Pizza Cupcakes. We're moving beyond the box.
Yeah.
Cooking methods.
Yeah.
Ease of cooking.
We're probably going to come back to the box at some times because we belabor the boxes. We do have to point out a picture of Chef Andrea from Venice, Italy, apparently, who moved to Brooklyn and met his wife, is on the back.
Chef Andrea.
And their little pizza cupcake mascot is down there next to them and has a voice bubble saying mom and dad. So they made him.
Yeah, if he had a thought bubble over his head, it would be saying, you should have told me you were a half pizza cupcake before we got married. But yeah, moving beyond cooking instructions, cooking ease. They have air fryer and oven instructions. Both are super easy and quick. We can discuss which one is better, but yeah, it was 6 minutes in the air fryer or 10 minutes in the oven.
Right.
I think the air fryers generally heat up quicker, and so, that's your quicker option. They were pretty similar in general.
They were.
Yeah, we tried both.
We've had these already. We were getting some other food tonight. We wanted to eat these first, which I think was a good idea.
It's always good to eat it while you're hungry.
Yeah.
If I had 2 slices of Joe's Pizza and then this, I would be less enthused.
Yeah, we had Joe's Pizza tonight. It's a New York chain which just opened a store in Cambridge.
Yeah.
In Harvard Square. It's expensive, but it's a huge pizza.
Huge pizza, and it's good. Good quality.
Yeah, it was good. Got it through DoorDash. Max mentioned this with his
sloppy web sandwich ordeal.
He was traumatized by getting the wrong sandwich.
I still think it's so funny how he set that up like he had been truly traumatized.
When I listened to you and you were saying to him, Max, do you want to talk about this? Is this something you're coming?
I was treating it like this was a really sensitive issue.
It's going to be a therapeutic moment. And I got the wrong sandwich. Guys, you're not going to believe this. I ate it all anyway.
Max, we love you. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, DoorDash this pizza. It came a little cold. It's probably even better.
We'll look forward to that. Maybe one night. I think they're open fairly late.
They are open late, so if we're over there sometime, we could get a slice. I'm pretty sure they sell slices. Gotcha. I've seen lines there.
Well, I don't want to wait in a line. We'll just go to the shitty pizza place.
We need to go in the beginning of January between semesters.
Yeah, that's the trick.
Uh-huh.
And we can also finally get up on the roof of the burrito place.
Yeah, early January, we can get up to the roof of Felipe's Taqueria.
But yeah, these came out quick. We didn't have to wait too long. I was pretty hungry, and I didn't feel like I was overburdened with waiting.
Very easy to make. This is definitely one of those two-step, put it in the oven, take it out of the oven, or put it in the air fryer. These didn't even need shaking while they were in the air fryer. That
don't even need to shake it.
No.
Wow. What a world we live in. I think that I preferred the air fryer ones. I think there wasn't that much of a difference that I could really detect. I think the air fryer ones maybe were a little crisper. They were, I think, a little browner.
They were both. Yeah, a little crisper and a little browner. I have some photos of both.
As we mentioned before, the dough is like a softer dough. It's a little bready. It is flaky, I think. Like they say on the box, I think they've achieved their goal of making a soft, flaky dough. Maybe they wanted to probably make it a little bit different than a regular pizza dough so they can call it a cupcake and have it differentiated. And then also maybe they were a little bit worried about it being a little too chewy if it's this big ball of dough that's just a regular pizza dough. So, that was probably a little strategic in both ways, but I think it succeeds from a dough point. It's pretty good. It's light. It's tasty. It's crispy.
I did like the dough. The package says the secret dough you'll love.
Did I love it?
I don't know.
I don't know if I loved it.
I don't know.
I still probably just rather have some pizza.
Yeah. You know what? I think that was something I was going to say at some point too. If I want pizza, this isn't replacing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the central question will be, it's a great novelty, but will you ever have it again? We can answer that at the end, but I think that the question you have to answer with this type of thing. But yeah, so it's filled with mozzarella and sauce. We mentioned earlier, it wasn't that much sauce. Although the sauce, you can taste it. It's prevalent. Darren, you tried a little sauce by itself.
Yeah, it's fine. There really wasn't even enough to.
It's hard to even get some.
Get much taste out of the sauce.
Yeah, yeah. It does its job. You notice it, and it kind of. It's not too strong of a flavor, and it's there to kind of just so you get that pizza goodness. But the real star is the mozzarella. The mozzarella is the number one ingredient on this entire thing. That's what there's the most of.
My wife tells the story of when she was growing up. Her mom would make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for her and her brothers, spreading the peanut butter so thin that you could barely tell that it was on the bread.
Okay.
And I feel that's kind of like the sauce is.
Sure. Yeah, I could see that.
On this.
But why did she spread it so thin?
I think she was just trying to make that jar last as long as possible.
Some Depression era, instincts coming along.
Yes, because I married a woman who grew up in the 1930s.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about her mom.
But no, her mom wasn't even born in the Depression.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But, it still lingers. I feel like even my parents had very much a frugal mindset, from their parents. And it's just like, I feel like it's maybe even our generation that's kind of, really far enough away that.
Yeah, I've got Depression era grandparents.
Yeah. So I think there's still some lingering Depression era in that thin peanut butter. But yeah, it was too thin. But the mozzarella, there's a good dollop of mozzarella in there.
It was good mozzarella. I think we both would have liked to see it. Like
you want to see a little stretch
it out,
but I guess the fresh mozzarella doesn't quite do that as much. That's more of like a dry, low fat mozzarella kind of thing. So maybe that was too much to expect. Although, they have a lot of ingredients in this. So it's not like they're above putting some additives in it to get it to behave a certain way.
Yeah, you want to let people know what some of those ingredients are.
Mozzarella cheese, wheat flour, sugar, vegetable fat, whole milk powder, salt, soy flour, dry wheat sourdough, enzymes, deactivated yeast, dried glucose syrup, milk proteins, water, regular yeast, oat flakes, wheat malt flour, alpha amylase, sorbic acid, tomato paste, extra virgin olive oil, and to round it all out, oregano. So we can cut some of that out unless Darren wants to leave it in for fun. But
you can leave it in.
But yeah.
All right. So those are all the ingredients. There's a lot in there. Probably more than they were originally putting in to these when they were just made for local consumption.
In my imagination, they were just selling these out of their apartments to their neighbors. And yeah, those were just regular pizza dough and sauce and whatever.
Yeah. Flour, water, sauce, cheese.
That's it.
Oregano.
Tomato. Oregano. Of course. I wonder if they consulted with our old friend Nicola when they went to the frozen market.
Yeah, Nicola ships, but Nicola's not in other stores.
That's true. Well, because Nicola wanted to keep it tight.
Yeah, Nicola is, I learned this after our ravioli episode, Nicola's in some farm stands, some marketplaces, but all right around where he can just, or his staff can bring it to those very local places in New Jersey.
Keep the quality control under control.
So nothing's sitting in Whole Foods or a Walmart or a Target or an Acme freezer case.
Or an Acme, where some dastardly fiend like the Roadrunner might get to it.
Exactly.
As we've established, the coyote is a bro. Coyote would never do anything bad to a frozen food.
We're going to get him on here sometime.
We should. That's a good idea.
No, it will be huge because nobody's ever heard his voice.
Yeah, this is the first time, a real expose. But yeah, a lot of ingredients in there.
The taste is good, though.
The taste is good.
Yeah.
One thing we can say, the taste is good.
Nothing in there is bad. The sauce is light, but it was good. The cheese is good, not as stretchy as we wanted. The dough is good.
And all together, it's just got that delicious pizza flavor. Like they all come together.
Yeah.
It's got a good balance. We got to give them credit for that.
And yet, Mike, I don't know if it's the anticipation of having these around so long. I wanted it to be better.
Yeah. Yeah. And we were talking about this. I had been to the Boston Pizza Cupcakes before. They're a little bit more pizza-y. The dough is more pizza-y and you get other flavors. And, so I'm comparing it to that. And yeah, it falls just a little bit short, and that's not a fair comparison because these are frozen. We're talking, are these the top of the frozen market or not?
They might very well be the best frozen pizza cupcake.
Yeah. And they might be the only frozen pizza cupcake. We haven't looked into that, but certainly the only widely available one. It seems like these have the whole concept has still been kind of maintained in just a boutique kind of thing. Like maybe there's a few places that have it as a novelty. There's this one store in Dedham. But yeah, other than that, you got to go to the Pizza Cupcake if you want a pizza cupcake.
Yeah, so it's also the worst pizza cupcake.
Yeah.
Amanda Smith, we liked your your pizza cupcakes just fine. That was a bad attempt at a throwback to the last episode with Mrs. Smith's pumpkin pie. I'm trying to see if they have any other type of these pizza cupcakes, and I don't think so.
I would be surprised if they don't have any other flavors. I mean, they got to have at least a little dollop of Roni in there.
And you can order these. You can order them online too.
Wow.
Okay, there's margarita and pepperoni. I have not seen the pepperoni in stores yet.
They're still working up to it on a nationwide scale. What else do we need to cover on these? 160 calories per cupcake. We each had 3. So that comes out to...
Taste was good. Texture was
500-ish.
160 times 16 times 3 is
480.
32 plus 16, 48. Maybe I am the math whiz.
You're the math guy.
See, it's just doubling and adding one more, multiplying by 3.
I said
so easy.
I said 480.
Oh, you said 48. Okay,
yeah.
So you had it. I'm not the listening guy.
Calorie wise, I don't know. That's what you expect. It's pizza. Pizza calories.
Yeah, a lot of dough there.
Good amount of dough. A lot of cheese. This is your cheese allocation for the day. Yeah, I think we're ready to render a verdict on this.
And they looked, we didn't mention appearance, but they looked good too.
They looked appetizing.
Yeah. They did come a little browner in the air fryer.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that color was helpful. And I think that, if you're, as a novelty, if you have friends that haven't seen Pizza Cupcakes before and you got a game, like people are coming over for the game and you serve some Pizza Cupcakes, everyone's having a great time.
This might be something kids would enjoy too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember how much I paid for this.
Hard to say what the value is.
Comes in a package of 6. But these would be fun for a kid's party.
Absolutely. Yeah. Kids would go nuts for it. You could have like regular cupcakes and Pizza Cupcakes. They'll be going nuts.
Yeah. Pretend you're serving something healthy by not just having regular dessert cupcakes. This is possibly even higher in calories. I don't know.
Maybe higher in calories. Definitely higher in sodium. What's our sodium in this? 220 milligrams, 10% per cupcake. So if you have 3 of these, you're eating 30% of your daily intake, which I guess makes sense if you're having 3 meals. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we also had pizza. So yeah, get ready for a high blood pressure day tomorrow.
Lots of water before bed.
All right. I'm ready to render verdict. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
If you've got yours ready. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do, I think. I don't want to just copy you.
Okay. Then go for it.
These aren't as good as I wanted them to be. I was thinking today, maybe this is going to be my 5. Maybe these will be so good, they'll be my 5.
You can hope.
I'm prefacing everything with something that's not so great. I said I wanted them to be better. I will also say I don't know if I would get these again. Maybe if I see the pepperoni, I try that. We try that too.
Yeah.
Maybe if we have some sauce around, we put a little extra of our own on too.
Dipping it in a little sauce.
You know what?
Nice.
I've got a basil plant in the window, which I think we talked
I forgot.
about once
We
too.
should have mentioned this.
We put a basil leaf, half a basil leaf on the last half of one that we cut in half. I liked that.
That was nice.
So it added a little flavor. So actually, I think the Pizza Cupcakes social media suggests that you can
doctor them up.
You can doctor these up a little bit too.
Okay.
It sounds like going just sort of midland, but I think I give these a 4. I think they get a chilled out.
All right. Good score.
I liked it. I didn't love it. Sorry, Pizza Cupcake. Didn't love it, but I liked this. It's fun. It's innovative.
Mm-hmm.
The company has done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
And there's nothing bad about it.
No, that's true. There's nothing bad about it. It's just a matter of when would you buy these? And are you going to buy them again? So let me get into it. I don't have a lot of, original thoughts beyond what Darren said. I think when we first ate these, I was like, okay, 3.5. But as we were discussing it a little bit more, I don't know. I think I probably talked myself a little bit higher as well. Let's see. I think they're a lot of fun, and I think that goes a long way. I don't know if I would buy these. I think these are a gimmick to a certain extent. I love a frozen pizza. My favorite pizza. I'm sure I've told Darren. I probably haven't said it on the pod. My favorite frozen pizza is store brand. Doesn't matter what the store is necessarily. Rising Crust Supreme Pizza. Although it may have been supplanted by Screaming Sicilian.
Yeah.
Big fans of them on the pod. But yeah. So when I want a frozen pizza, I'm still probably going for that. But I see myself maybe getting these in a scenario where I want people to have a little bit of fun and I want an appetizer type of dish, or if people are coming over. So I think they have a place. And with that reason, for that reason, I think that, the flavor itself is maybe a 3.5, but I think the fun gets it up to the 4. And I think we're going to be, in the vicinity of each other on this. what's a good term for when we have the same score?
That's not stolen from some other podcast.
Yeah. We are, well, we'll think of something.
We'll think of something for next time.
Yeah. We're two peas in a pod right now. So I think that I think these are a solid 4. I think they're a lot of fun and welcome.
Yeah. Well done, Mom and Dad.
Well done, Mom and Dad.
It is fun. I would love to have one back in 2018 just on the street from your
yeah, when they just had a sign
store.
outside of their apartment.
Yeah.
But that is the Pizza Cupcake margarita version. We're going to take a quick break and get into our segment. And we're back.
We're back.
We're ready for a segment.
We got a new one.
This is our first official ice cold draft.
The ice cold draft.
We're going to be talking, Darren and I will be drafting our favorite frozen food mascots, personalities.
Right. We're building a team. We don't know what these teams are going to do.
They're going to fight to the death.
Yeah. We will
actually,
this.
I'm not even going to say it. They're not going to fight to the because that's a different team. These are just our favorites.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, what would they do? They're going to go
cage match.
They're going to go on the Habitat for Humanity, and whoever builds the most houses wins.
Okay.
That's what my team's doing.
All right. Then I'm drafting Jimmy Carter. Is he?
He's never made a frozen food and is like, that man probably had home cooked meals every meal for his entire life.
Did he never freeze a peanut?
It's hard to say.
And I've done something that Jimmy Carter has never done.
You froze a peanut?
I have frozen a peanut.
Wow.
Which we will hear about in a future episode.
Jimmy Carter, there's still time for you to correct this. We'd love to have you on the pod if you're still kicking.
We would kill Jimmy Carter.
We're not going to kill Jimmy Carter. We love Jimmy Carter. I love Jimmy Carter. How do you feel about Jimmy Carter?
Yeah.
Good guy.
Uh-huh.
Love him. But yeah, let's go for the draft. Let's do a quick rock, paper, scissors to see who can go first.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors. That's a 3.
Oh, is it?
Oh, we can just go with 1. All right. It's not good for sound.
That was wonderful for you, wasn't it, listeners?
Yeah. All right.
So Mike and I both did scissors on the first one. Mike did rock. I did scissors on the second one. So I'm just going to let him start.
All right. So, I mean, there's an obvious candidate here.
Well, what are you looking for in your on your team?
Well, first of all, if you're going to be building homes, you want somebody who's strong. You want somebody who can lift a lot of things. Somebody who's gregarious, good to have on the work site. You want the Jolly Green Giant.
You're right. That's the top choice. The Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah. So you've got a tough road ahead of you.
Yeah, you listed good criteria there. So we're looking at frozen food mascots, personalities. I want a good worker. So I've got someone in mind who maybe not has built houses, but works on the sea and I'm sure gets up early, gets a lot of work done before most people are even awake. I am going with the Gorton's Fisherman.
Wow, the Gorton's Fisherman. That guy.
Gorton's of Gloucester.
Sure. Yeah. A local guy. Love it. Love to see it. And yeah, that guy's, he's been up every day at the crack of dawn, going out to sea for, let's say, 30 years at least.
Yeah, probably more. Yeah.
That's a trustworthy guy.
He made it through the perfect storm when those other guys didn't.
Yeah. The other losers. He just came back to shore as like, those fucking losers. That's probably not Gloucester. I have a coworker who lives in Gloucester. I'll have to ask him what the accent is like. All right, that's a good selection. Good selection. But I think I'm feeling good with my next pick. There's a man who rises above the rest.
Mm-hmm.
A man with war experience.
Damn it.
A man with a red scarf. We're talking about the Red Baron.
You're right. Yeah. Another good one. That was going to be my next one.
Yeah. Well known, well liked, possible Nazi ties. You can't, you're not in the second round, you're not going to find people that have impeccable resumes, okay? You're going to have to make some.
The Red Baron was World War I. He had
okay.
Had Bismarck ties.
Gotcha. Oh, well, then that's fine.
Still not the good guys.
Yeah. But still.
Not the as bad.
They weren't as reprehensible. So, yeah, I've got the Green Giant and the Red Baron.
All right. We need a heavy lifter.
Indeed.
Right? And you've got the Green Giant. So I need a heavy lifter.
You need a big guy or big lady.
Or big something else, maybe. Yeah, it depends where these houses are going to be built. If it's in the heat, we might have a problem. If it's in the Arctic, we're good. Because I am going with the icy polar bear.
Wow. Okay. The icy polar bear. Yeah, if you can get him to do some work, I think he could be pretty useful. I think this is a good third round pick. Wait,
that's
your second?
Second.
Oh, right. Second round pick. I love it. The Slurpees. Are you a big Slurpee guy? Do you ever go for those icy drinks?
Not as much. As a kid, I used to. Big surprise to anyone listening. I think I would find them kind of grossly sweet.
Yeah.
No.
I think so. You didn't have them as a kid very much?
A bit as a kid, but not a lot.
So yeah, my parents would never let us get that kind of thing. I think they probably did us a service, because if you get the taste for it when you're a kid, then you're a lifelong Slurpee dude. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just a lot of sugar.
The syrup over the ice is kind of fun. Just watching it pour over your chipped ice.
Sure.
The Hawaiian, what do they call the Hawaiian ice thing? No, that's really good. It's not a
Hawaiian ice. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean.
An ice shave? Shaved ice. Shave ice.
Shave ice?
I think it's shave ice.
I don't think I've
heard of it. Chipped ice.
Gotcha. But it's different than a snow cone.
It's kind of like a snow cone, but better.
Okay. Yeah, snow cones are, I think universally a little disappointing. Because you got to get, you suck a little flavor out, it starts going to the bottom, and now you got to suck a lot of ice to get to the flavor. But then you get, a reward of a lot of flavor at the end. So, I don't know, maybe it's a lesson in, delayed gratification. Anyway, back to the draft. We're in round 3.
Let's see if you steal mine this time.
I think I'm going to pivot a little bit. There's a man who is a favorite of ours, a man who's been referenced ever since he was first mentioned on the show. I'm going with our good friend, Nicola.
Good for you.
That's right.
His heart's always in the right place. Yeah.
Pasta.
Nicola.
Seems like a hard worker. Seems like a good guy. Seems like he would get along with Jimmy Carter. I'm going with Nicola. Nicola, hit us up. frozebrospod@gmail.com.
Okay, I've got my next pick ready. I want someone who is going to come be a leader and a ball buster.
A ball buster.
And,
okay. Is that a hint?
And no. Okay. I don't know why I get the sense that this is this person's personality, but I think that she will really make everyone else work hard and will provide some good lunches along the way too. So I am taking Marie Callender.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Marie Callender. First of all, calendar's in the name. She keeps people on schedule.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's important, especially in the nonprofit sector.
And what I wanted to look up and couldn't do quickly enough was to see if she was Italian American. I'm not sure, but if she is, even better. That's just hard old Italian American woman. I'm thinking like she's like a Doris Roberts from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Okay. Yeah, no, she's keeping people on track. All right, that's a good one. I like Marie Callender. I'm going to do something a little unorthodox. This isn't a frozen food character per se, but the restaurant does bring a lot of frozen foods in, and they have frozen foods at the restaurant. I'm going with the biggest frozen food chain or the biggest fast food chain in America and the world, Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald.
I'm expecting Darren to push back on this a little bit.
That might be cheating.
Let's say they bring in everything there is frozen. Maybe not everything, but a lot
comes
of things
in frozen.
They do serve frozen drinks.
Is the ice cream machine working?
I've never experienced a downed ice cream machine. At my local McDonald's, there's a very good McDonald's. Shout out California Street McDonald's in Watertown. Actually, I'm not sure if it was Watertown or Newton, but I've always gotten my ice cream there.
All right. All right. This makes this difficult because you think I'm going to go Burger King now. I'm not. No way.
Well, Burger King is always fresh, never frozen.
Is it?
I don't know. I'll look that up while
just like you have done for the last 11 episodes. You make things up.
That's Wendy's.
Okay.
So you can't have Wendy's, although they do have Frosties, so you could.
I don't
wanted to.
I don't want Wendy because honestly, she's cute.
What's she gonna do?
I don't think she's gonna help at all.
No,
she's not gonna help. You know who I want?
Okay, let's hear.
Who is gonna make sure that we are strict with our expenses and that there is no waste whatsoever, cutting back on what's ever necessary, but still delivering a good product? I want Mr. Weaver.
Wow, Mr. Weaver.
Mr. Weaver.
Mr. Shrinkflation himself.
He's going to keep everything tight.
Yeah, that's true. He's going to make sure that... I was trying to think of a rondelay joke, but...
Rondelay.
It's going to go around the rondelay with you. Is that a thing? I don't know.
Around the rondelay. I was looking at some of the lists of food mascots that there have been. I'd forgotten that Hostess used to have a bunch of mascots.
Oh, yeah?
You remember that? Like,
no.
I'm not picking any of these. Twinkie the Kid.
You don't
remember
That's
that?
Funny.
And some of these I don't even remember, but where were they going with these names? Like Fruit Pie the Magician, Happy Ho Ho?
Happy Ho Ho.
King Ding Dong?
King Ding Dong. That's getting a little risque. We can't have King
Ding Dong. Wait, maybe I do want King Ding Dong on my side. I don't know.
We all want King Ding Dong.
All right. We got 4 each right now?
Yeah.
One more?
So. All right. So we're on the last round. I think when they're on the work site, everyone's going to need a hot, fresh treat. And I think there's only one entity that can do that properly. Actually, no. I'm gonna strike this whole thing. I'm gonna start over.
Okay. You might have been going with someone I was thinking too.
Maybe. But there is a nightmarish creature.
Oh no.
Who I think this mascot actually gave me nightmares. I had this nightmare of like a pink box with arms that would like jump around, and this is when I was a kid, and then like squeeze you, and it was very scary. And I think where that came from is...
So you were scared of pink box as a boy?
Yeah, that was.
Okay.
But especially the ones that
therapists
wanted to hug me.
Reach out to us at Froze Bros Pod.
Yeah. This is going to explain some things. But yeah. But I think where it comes from is the hamburger helper.
Oh, God.
Mitten with a face. I guess it's more of a glove with a face. But yeah. But I think, on the work site, he's going to be able to, he or she, they will be able to serve up some food, and maybe provide some protection, when you're working on site, you need some gloves because, there's splinters.
Well, is there not a living being in that glove? There's a face. So.
Yeah. Oh, there is, but he still performs the function of a glove.
So somebody else could put that glove on. That's even more disturbing.
Yeah, no, but the hamburger helper like gets off on that. Yeah. It's like, yeah, wear me.
Mike, I'm starting to think maybe you get off on this.
Yeah, the hamburger helper glove is my 5th and final pick.
All right. You left me with a choice here because I've got 2 two ideas. I thought you might take one or the other. I am going to go with someone I'm not sure will help. Possibly will help. Certainly will help keep everybody's temperament up, keep everybody happy, keep everyone in a good mood, maybe provide some good snacks.
That's important.
Yeah. And, probably still will do his best to help as much as possible. I'm picking Poppin' Fresh, the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Wow. I love the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Is that one you were going to go for?
That's the one that I was thinking of.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I think that's a great option. And, lovable character. You poke him in the tummy. It says that. It says, ooh. Wait, what does he say? I don't know.
Something like that. Just the
and that's a lot of fun.
We got to get him on the pod too.
And when people are like stressed out and they're looking to relax, they can poke him in the tummy.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, that's better. Hopefully he, doesn't mind that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's into. Maybe that's just for the camera.
I was thinking possibly the Screaming Sicilian too, but I don't know. He might just...
He just seems insufferable.
Yeah. Be divisive, just be yelling too much. I think Marie Callender gives just the right amount of yelling that I need.
Yeah, just enough to get people going.
All right. So...
all right, let's review. So you have...
I have the Gorton's Fisherman.
Yeah.
The Icy Polar Bear. Marie Callender. Mr. Weaver, and the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Wow, that's really good. I have the Jolly Green Giant, the
Red Baron, Ronald McDonald,
Nicola,
Ronald
Nicola's Pasta, Ronald McDonald, and to round it out, the last one,
Hamburger Helper.
Never forget Hamburger Helper. The Hamburger Helper Mitten. I guess is he just the Hamburger Helper?
No, wait,
is that who he is?
Is Ronald McDonald going to confuse Hamburger Helper with the Hamburglar?
That's entirely possible.
I mean, so he'll know who he is, but I'm just saying, like when he's calling over, when he needs, I'm sure he's going to say, hey, Hamburglar. Just, you.
Yeah. And that's going to be confusing.
Yeah.
Because Hamburglar is also probably going to be there because Ronald's there. And he's always
you don't get to bring extra people.
No. I mean, he's just going to be there. It's just, that's not my fault that he's just.
I should have just picked 5 guys. Would I have gotten all of them to come help? All 5 guys?
You would have got all 5 guys, yeah. But, we can't go back. But yeah, hit us up.
Jack in the Box, who would do nothing except
Jack in the Box. Yeah, he's pure cast. To be honest, I didn't really say what Ronald was doing because I was just focused on the fact that I was going with a non-conventional pick.
Yeah.
But Ronald, I don't know if he's like helpful or not.
He might not be.
I don't even know what his personality is. He's
a bastard behind the scenes,
Oh yeah.
He smiles and pretends to be a nice guy.
Putting his nuts in the mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah. In the chicken Big Mac.
Yeah. So
special sauce.
So yeah, I'm not sure how much he's really helping, but I don't know. You can email us at frozebrospod@gmail.com. Hit us up on our socials. Find us at thefrozebros.com.
We want to hear from you.
Yeah.
We want your ideas for what we should do next. We want your ideas for what else these teams should do. They built some houses. Do we get them at each other? Do we need a cage match?
Yeah, we need a cage match.
Or do we not, because you got the giant?
I mean, I've kind of already won.
I don't know. He might be a little weak.
It's hard to say. Yeah, it might be a little fibrous.
Fibrous. Well, we need to get him on, too.
Yeah,
we'll get him on. He's your team captain?
Yeah, he's a captain.
All right.
We'll see if we can get an interview with him. Hit us up at frozebrospod@gmail.com. Green Giant, and we'd love to hear from you. In any case, I think that's our episode. Like we said, we already mentioned the website. We mentioned the email. Thank you to Substrates for our music. Find them at substrates.bandcamp.com. Darren, anything else we need to be thinking about?
We need to think about what we eat next.
So hit us on Insta or our email and let us know. and we will see you next week.
Fro you later.
Fro you later.